I think everybody's working on how does one define Jewish music, and we're in a really interesting period of time where we can actually do that because there's so much out there. You know, we have the music of taking liturgical texts and applying melodies to it, right? And that's in a synagogue. We have music that's connected to Yiddish. We have Golem, who's doing like punk rock Yiddish music, and that's being played in clubs. We have people like Hannah Rothman, who's taking reggae and applying it to these Jewish concepts and some Hebrew. And then, you have somebody like me that it's not overtly Jewish, that, I'll have a song right now that I'm recording on my new album that's called Someday, and it's based on Rabbi Hillel's Im Lo Achshav Matai, and it's if not now, then when. When I'm singing this song, I'm not singing in Hebrew. I'm not talking about a rabbi or God, but I'm using this phrase that I received from my Jewish upbringing, and then I'm playing it for people who are enjoying this tune and singing along who aren't Jewish, and they're just sort of appreciating it for, I guess, the message that it's sending to them in their own way. And that's what's really important to me, is to just make that knowledge or wisdom accessible to anybody, regardless of their religion or background. So it is an interesting time for Jewish music. Christian music has been around for a long time, and maybe it's a little bit easier to define what Christian music is because, there's a name involved, and if I say it's like Jesus, maybe it's a little bit, I say that, but I'm on the outside of it, so I don't really know, but they have, they've been around for a while, and they have, every songwriting contest, there is a category for Christian/gospel music, and in the Grammy Awards, you can win a Grammy for being a Christian artist. We're not there yet. We don't have the Jewish genre. I hope we're close. There's so much talent and so many wonderful people doing great things for years, and it would be wonderful to recognize that in our society of the impact they've had on so many people's lives. Debbie Friedman and Craig Taubman, these people are legends for so many of us growing up in camps and synagogue. It is time to recognize how much they've done. So it is an interesting time. We have the internet, and I think what's different. Jewish music has been around for thousands of years. In the first temple, and David is looking toward the Torah and celebrating and dancing. Jewish music has been around for thousands of years, and I think the difference is now it's about accessibility, and we have the opportunity now to live anywhere in the world, and pretty much if you have a computer, you can gain access to all these different types of Jewish music, and that's the greatest achievement. I think that's how far we've come, is that you can live anywhere in the world. You can live in America or Israel, where it's very open, and here's Jewish music, and here's what it's like to be a proud Jew, and talk about what it's like to be Jewish. But what about places like Turkey? I was in Turkey last year, and I had no idea that, Jews will put the mezuzah on the inside of their door because they're afraid of people knowing that they're Jewish, and they don't have the same privileges. But they can share in the experience if they have a computer, and they can gain access to what we're doing over here and learn how to approach that same goal of sharing Jewish music.